after Cormac makes himself a drink for, the trouble he's going to have to put himself into trying to stop a lark and get all this shit done by himself because no one seems to want to help him. Being hit by that Simray didn't seem to agree with her too well. So let's see if she ends up turning back into herself. Nope. And I guess it's time to tell you that one of these people here is going to die. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and another Sims 4 soap opera Let's Play series, The Rich and the Fabulous, episode 10. Today is the season finale, and as you can see right now on the screen, we are picking up where we left off, where Cormac was knocked out and then put into one of these cells. And as you can see, a lark is here, and he's talking to Cormac right now about all the stuff that happened. And, Cormac's like, why did you do this? Why is this going on? Why are you, the same things that Chet and Ravenwood were asking when they were taken. It's the same stuff. Right now they're like fighting because Cormac knows everything after having looked up on Shadow Ravenwood's computer doing a deep dive. And Alark's like, you can do whatever you want. No one's here to save you because you're all by yourself. So there. And Cormac's like, I'll stop you. I'll stop you. And Alark's like, the other two weren't able to stop me. So what makes you think you're going to stop me? So with that, Cormac's kind of like, I'll let him believe that, I won't be able to escape. And, Alark's here sitting and being like, oh, I have got you here and you're not going to be able to escape or do anything. And he's like, you're going to find that your phone doesn't work here. And so, yeah, so also there's going to be something that happens. One of the characters in this Sims 4 soap opera Let's Play series, The Rich and the Fabulous, is going to die. I won't tell you which one, but one of them is going to die. Now that doesn't mean that they're going to be gone forever. It just means that they're going to die. So with that, let's get into today's episode. Okay, as we see here right now, Cormac is using this device to be able to unlock his door because he can find the signal that's coming from this tablet to that door to be able to unlock it. And then later he can go and unlock Chet Noir's and Shadow Ravenwood's door. But first he wants to get out of here and search Alark's lab while he's busy going, to work. And then he wants to be able to see if there's anything that he can use to defend himself. And then while he's doing that, he's going to go and try to see if he can't find the Couture Sisters to tell them that, Alark is related to them. So he's going to be doing that right now. So he's currently unlocking the door. Okay, guys, as we see, Cormac right now has broken out of his cell using the tablet that Alark left in his room. And so now he was able to get out. And so by doing that, now he's hacking into Alark's invention device here in order to find a way to invent a Simray for himself to get the schematics so that he can turn Shadow Ravenwood and Chet Noir back into, their human selves instead of the big feet they were turned into. And he's trying to do this while Lark is at work because the Lark is currently, because he's a mad scientist or whatever. So he's at work currently. And so he thinks that Cormac, Chet, and Shadow Ravenwood are all locked up. Of course, Shadow Ravenwood and Chet Noir are locked up in their individual cells. But Cormac here is currently the only one who was able to break out because he needs to be able to find the passwords that Alark has for Shadow Ravenwood and Chet Noir's cells because of the fact that there's a certain signal that he has to be able to find in order to open up their doors. Whereas when he was using the tablet, he was able to hack into the tablet device to make a signal that allowed his cell door to open up. And so that's how he was able to escape. And he wants to sit here and try to do this so that he can sit and get their doors open instead of spending time trying to figure out what the frequency or signal is to get their doors open. So he's currently doing that right now. And as you can see, I have time sped up because I want him to be able to, you know, hurry up and try to figure out what the schematics are for, you know, making the sim ray. Because if he can invent it, then that means that he can then use that against a lark and maybe potentially erase his memory, as well as undo what a lark's done to Shadow Ravenwood and Chat Noir. So it'll probably take me forever, him making it, but for you guys, it'll only take a couple of seconds. So we will be back with the finished product. Okay guys, as you can see, Cormac finished with his Sims 4 Ray and made it the opposite color of, what do you call it, a lark's. And so now he's going to use that to try to escape. So with that, let's watch as he tries to escape. Okay guys, Cormac was able to escape the lab, and so now he's using his Sims Ray in order to make a lark fall asleep so that he can escape the Ravenwood Manor and then be able to go to the Couture Sisters' house to let them know that, you know, a lark here is related to them. So that's what he's going to go do right now, and we will see him when he's at the Couture Sisters' house. Okay, Cormac has made it to Haute Couture and Metal Couture's house, and he's currently telling Haute Couture everything about how she's a lark's mother, DNA-wise, and she's like not interested. She doesn't care. She's not going to want to stop them. She's not interested in, what do you call it, stopping a lark. She has no interest in getting to know him because as far as she's concerned, she already knew about a lark being her son, because vampires know when their DNA is automatically used, which is how she was able to know that the Mars and Tanner's family was using her DNA to turn themselves into vampires. So she already knew about a lark being her genetic son from that, so she wasn't interested in getting to know him. Not because she doesn't want to be a mother, just because she knows that the only reason why she has a son is because they were messing with her DNA. And so they're kind of at an impasse right now. She doesn't want to help, and Cormac doesn't know what to do, so right now he's going to go to the Mars and Tanner's family so that he can make sure that they may not want to help, or to make sure that they may want to help so that he can stop a lark from, you know, getting rid of, you know, Chat Noir and Shadow Noir. So he's going to do that right now. Okay guys, here is Cormac at the Mars and Tanner residence, and he's currently asking Mara Mars if she will help him stop a lark, and she's like, I'm not going to help you. If he's that nuts that he's erasing everybody's memory, including ours, we don't want to deal with him. And she's like, I thought we were crazy because we were experimenting on children, but that goes above what we're into. So neither her or her husband wants to help a lark, and he's sitting there trying to convince them that it's for the greater good, that if they can stop a lark from erasing everyone's memory, they can stop him from, you know, maybe making the world a different place by making people think that they're related to other people or on doing stuff. And all he really wants to do is help his brother and Shadow out of the situation that they're in currently, where they're transformed into big feet. So he wants to help them, but he doesn't know how to go about it. And she's telling him an idea that he can use his sim ray to undo the effects of them looking like big feet and potentially stop a lark Ravenwood. So with that, after Cormac makes himself a drink for, you know, the trouble he's going to have to put himself into trying to stop a lark and get all this shit done by himself because no one seems to want to help him, we will head over to the Ravenwood Manor and we will try to stop a lark. And then, like I said at the beginning of this episode, one of the characters will die. So we'll just have to find out who it is. And then I will end this season on episode 10. And that'll be it for this season until season 2 comes out. So with that, let's go to the Ravenwood Manor. Okay guys, here we are with Cormac back at the Ravenwood Manor. He's in Shadow Ravenwood's cell, and simply enough he picked the lock and was able to get in, so he didn't have to try to use the tablet's frequency signal in order to open up her door. So with that, we're going to watch as he tries to transform her back into herself from being a Bigfoot, and then he's going to pick his brother's cell's lock and change him into being back himself so he's not a Bigfoot. And then from there, they're going to try to escape. Now you might be wondering, who's going to die? Well, we will find out. But first, let's watch Shadow Ravenwood be turned back into herself. Let's hope this works. Fingers crossed that she turns from a Bigfoot back into herself. As being hit by that sim ray didn't seem to agree with her too well. So let's see if she ends up turning back into herself. Nope, it didn't work. So it didn't work at all. So let's try this again, and then see if we can't also try to change Chetmore back. Okay, here Cormac is giving it another shot to see whether or not he could transform Shadow Ravenwood back into herself. And hopefully she'll be able to not be a Bigfoot anymore. And then hopefully he can change his brother back too, and then they can escape Ravenwood Manor altogether. And cool, he was able to transform her back. So with that, he's going to try to break into his brother's cell and then be able to get him out as well. Alright, Cormac just broke into his brother's cell, and let's see if he can turn Chet Noir back into being himself instead of a Bigfoot. Hopefully it will work, unlike Shadow Ravenwood, who it didn't work the first time, so hopefully it works this first time with Chet Noir. It looks like it's taking a little while for it to take an effect, and Cormac's kind of like, God, I don't want to keep doing this. And it worked the first time. Okay, now he's going to get them all out so that they can sit and get the hell out of this, what do you call it, this sideshow that's going on that a lark is putting on for them. So let's watch as they try to escape. Okay guys, Cormac was able to escape the lab downstairs and has Shadow Ravenwood and Chet Noir's doors unlocked so they can escape too, and they're no longer big feet. But he's trying to convince Shadow Ravenwood's husband to come down there and help. And he's getting scared because he knows that he loves his wife and he really does want to help her survive all of this. And so with that, he's describing all the things that a lark did and what lark covered up. And here, what do you call it, Shadow Ravenwood's husband is surprised by all of this and also kind of scared because he didn't know that a lark was doing all of this, and that he's a clone of like Mara Mars and Ren Tanner's, you know, experiments on children and stuff. So they're going to go downstairs and they're going to help rescue Shadow Ravenwood. Okay, and here we are. Everyone's in the room, and it looks like a lark is about to talk to Cormac about how he escaped and tried to get everybody to help stop him. So he's getting upset, as you can see, and he's yelling at Cormac saying, I'm going to make sure I stop all of you, and I'm going to make sure that you won't be able to stop anything, and I'm going to erase everyone's memory so that you'll never know who any of you guys are. And then you can see in the background where Shadow and Kuth are sitting there hugging each other because they missed each other. And he didn't realize that all these weeks she had been down here under Ravenwood Manor, or that there was even a lab. And meanwhile, Chet's over here on the computer trying to make sure he can send himself an email in case his mind gets erased, you know, to let him know that this is who he is and this is who everyone is, and that they've got to stop a Lark. And so now this is where the drama is about to unfold. So now Lark has had enough, and so now he's going to pull out his Sims ray, and he's going to make sure that he tries to erase everyone's memory in the room right now. And then from there, he's thinking about using this machine to erase everyone's memory in Brindleton Bay of ever having known the Ravenwoods, the Clarns, the Mars Tanners, the Couture family, all of them, including the Noir family. As you can see, Cormac's like, I'm bored of this. We'll just stop you. We'll find a way to stop you somehow. And here he goes about to try to erase Cormac's memory. And then he's going to try to erase everyone's memory. And everyone's trying to escape, but all the doors here have been sealed shut and locked just to make sure that they won't be able to escape. Now we're about to watch as he does Shadow Ravenwood too. And she's like, oh no. Their memories are being scattered right now, along with Cormac's. And Chet Noir's like, you can't do this, and then his memory gets done too. And the only one left is Couth, who I guess thinks taking out the trash is more important than trying to save his wife, and apparently the private investigators that were helping his wife than to stop his brother. See, they're all panicking like, oh no, what do we do? And now Couth is getting done, and they're all panicking, freaking out. And Couth's like, oh no, no, help, help. They're all screaming for help, and Chet Noir over here is on the computer trying to figure out how he can get himself out of all this because their memories are all being scattered right now. They have no idea what's going on or where they're located. And they're slowly starting to forget each other, as you can see how Couth and Shadow are like trying to hug each other, but are freaking out about what's going on. Now we're about to watch as he makes her fall asleep so that hopefully her scattered memories will be erased when she falls asleep. And he plans on doing the same with Chet Noir, and watch as she passes out, hoping that her memories will fade and that they'll all forget about everything that happened. And Chet Noir is about to pass out too. Oh no. Oh no, so now their memories are slowly going to be erased. And the next one he's about to do is Cormac, who's like, you can't do this. No. And his memory's being erased too. So now it looks like it's up to Couth to undo everything. Now Couth is yelling at his brother, a Lark, or who he thinks is his brother, but still is his brother, a Lark, about how he can't do this to them. That doing this, you're going to, what do you call it? You're harming us, and you're not really helping us in any way by doing this. You can't control people like that. So he's trying to get through to a Lark, but a Lark is like, I'm going to do this and you can't stop me because I have all the cards in my hand, basically. And while he's telling this, they're all falling back asleep and they can't control themselves because their memories are slowly being erased. And Couth here is like, wants to hug and kiss his wife Shadow one last time before something happens, because he has a feeling that a Lark is going to do something to them. Here we are with a Lark again, and now he's putting them back to sleep, because if they can sleep, their memories will start to dissipate and they won't remember who they are. And he's going to do that to Cormac, Chet, and Shadow, and also his brother Couth, hoping that they'll never remember anything of what happened here. And Shadow Ravenwood and Couth Ravenwood are trying to share their memories one last time before they forget who they are to one another, as well as, you know, how they loved each other. And so they're all just passing out. And Couth's like, no, you can't do this. And as you can see, she's about to pass out, where her memories are going to start beginning to fade. And next, Alarc's going to do Couth. See, Cormac is beginning to forget who he is. He's like, where am I? What is this room? Who are all these people? And I guess it's time to tell you that one of these people here is going to die. So I guess it's time to find out who, and then I shall wrap up this season. Okay guys, we're about to see as Couth here is about to pass out, but he's actually going to die because of the fact that Alarc accidentally pressed the death ray. So it looks like he's tired, but the truth is he's actually about to die. So let's watch as he falls to the floor dead. And there he goes. The one person who I don't think many people thought was going to die. And who died. Let's pause this. This is the face of a dead man. This is the face of a dead man. So with that, I'm going to end it. I'm going to end today's episode here. So I would like to thank you guys for watching another episode of my Sims 4 soap opera Let's Play series, The Rich and the Fabulous, episode 10, as well as the season finale. So I would like to thank you guys for watching, and I would like to thank you for watching the entire season, and season 2 should be coming out in a little while. And I might come up with another Sims 4 series while I sit and, figure out what to do for season 2. So with that, I'm going to end this, and I hope that you like it. And feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.